Hello and happy holidays, crafters. I am Susan with Claire Scraps, and we are excited to be with you this weekend. My goal today is to share with you guys some fun techniques that we have going on with our new Shiplap shapes. We're going to make these fun make and takes here. If you haven't already ordered one or received one, that's okay. There's still time to do it. We will have these available for probably about another week or so. We also wanted to share with you just some different ideas on different projects that maybe you can do for the holidays, this holiday season. I don't know about you guys, but I love homemade gifts. You know, I don't need any more stuff, but I love it when my kids make me homemade gifts. Even my sister-in-law has made me homemade gifts. I love that. And I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to kind of just see what we have here with Claire Scraps. Maybe give you some ideas of some different things that you can do to make for the holiday season. We still have time, and also we have a great coupon code that's only going to last for just a couple of days with this event. And so make sure you stay till the end to see that coupon code. And let me just kind of give you guys some ideas of what we can do. So first up, what we have is I wanted to share with you a new product line that we're carrying, and this is part of our tier tray collection. Let's see if I can't pull this down without making the whole thing come down. Isn't this cute, you guys? And so this is part of our tier tray collection. Get up there so you can see it closer. And what's beautiful about these is that you can order the fence, and then you have the ability to add on all of these different shapes and stuff to this fence seasonally. And so, like an example, I have this one right here ready to go, which is for the holiday season right now. But before that, I had a Halloween season ready to go. Aren't those cute? And you just kind of hang it on to the wood there. And so we've got these in limited supply over on our website. So if you go to our website and then go to home decor and tier trays, you will see all kinds of fun stuff over there underneath the tier tray category. Just to kind of give you guys a couple more other ones too. We've also got where you can create your own tier tray, and we have two different styles to choose from, where it is like an A-frame, and how about your standard tier tray set? Aren't those fun? And as you can see them here on the display here, they're very fun to work with as well. And so what's nice about those is that when you're done with the holiday season and you don't really want it to hang around anymore, you can fold those up and put those away, which are fantastic. And so just to kind of show you how they come, here is one of the sets there. And here's like the ladder. Isn't that cute? And then, see, look at this. Isn't this just really cute? And so like with the Thanksgiving season, you can add other ones to it. Now, if you want to do tier trays, then we've got the full tier tray collections as well. And again, those are over on our website under home decor and then tier trays. So that's one example of some fun gifts that you can make for your family members. Then what we've got next is, how about our shakers, you guys? Everybody loves our shakers. And so this is a great way to make ornaments with the kids. You can make napkin rings. You can use them for tags for your gifts for the holiday season. So the shakers are really fun. They are just a staple now to Claire Scraps. We've had these for several years now, and we have new designs that are always coming out. And so those are kind of a fun little gift. That's something you can do with the kids and the grandkids. Super fun to create with. How about our phone stands? These make great gifts as well. Our phone stands come in both wood and acrylic, and super easy to assemble. This one right here I just did with a napkin, which we're going to show you how to work with the napkins here in just a little bit. And this one right here is done with the acrylic. The best part about these is that they also will fold up and store as well, but super easy to do. You can just create, and then your phones can go on them. And so these are really fun, and they make great stocking stuffers and gifts to work with. The other thing that we have up that I wanted to share with y'all, if I can put this down without it all falling down, is how about our new countdown? Now this is a fun new project that we have with Claire Scraps, and it comes with all the tags in here that you can take and add to it. And then what you do is you take and you add these little tile chips up here to the top. So that's a really fun project as well with Claire Scraps. And you'll find this under home decor as well and under kits. The next thing that I wanted to share with you is, as everything is coming down, is how about our 3D frames. Now these make great gifts as well. 3D frames and our desktop frames. So again, you know, if you're looking for a quick homemade project that you want to do for the holidays, these right here make fantastic gifts. And let me just share with you some of the other ones that we have. And there's lots of names that you can choose from as well. And so, you know what, really these kind of projects right here maybe take, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes to do. So definitely doable to finish those in the amount of time that we have left for the holiday season. And these are called our desktop frames. And so again, you know what, they come unassembled, and you assemble them when you're done displaying it. You can easily store these. And so these are desktop desk frames. And so these are fantastic gifts as well. I would love to have my grandkids in there. I don't know about you guys, but I would love that. Then the next item up that I wanted to share with you all is our 3D framables. And so what's beautiful about the 3D framables is that they really are seasonal, and you can really rotate these around. And so the 3D framables, they come with a frame, kind of share with you. They come with a frame, and then you have all of these wonderful add-ons that you can add on to this. And so an example here is like these little guys right here. They can be rotated out. And so isn't that just a fun gift? And so you can design this to where, you know, the picture will slide in and out up here on the top. And then you can trade out the little 3D framables with this. And so this is under home decor as well, underneath 3D framables. And don't forget, we have that fantastic coupon that's going to go along with this. And so what else do we have here that I wanted to share with you guys today? Well, we still have our gnomes as well. So these have been really fun for the holiday season. We have our gnomes as well. This is our new girl gnome. And we have new stands that go with it. And they come in 2 different sizes. This is the medium. And then we've also got the giant gnome as well. Isn't he cute? And so he comes with a stand as well. And his little hands here, you can take off, if I can get my hands around, you can take off and rotate out what he holds there in his hands. So that's really fun as well. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with our fun make and take with our new Shiplap designs. We're going to be making these in just a moment, and these are made with napkins. Look at how fun these are, you guys. And so we have these available in kits as well. And so, yeah, let's get started with our napkin art that we're going to do for the holidays. Let me get things moved down and we'll get started. All right, my craft friends. This is going to be the video that'll show you how to make this quick little make and take. Probably take you about 15 minutes to do, but it's going to be the same concept for all 3 of these. And so we've got the milk can, we've got the snowman here, and then we also have the cutting board, the fall cutting board. But I'm just going to show you on one, but it's the same practice for all 3 of them. And so I figured I would do the fall one here and show you how to do this. All right, crafter friends, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to tape off, if you're doing the milk can, you're going to tape off this top part right here so that you have that last space from the shiplap. And you're also going to tape off, if you're doing the cutting board, well then you're going to take and tape off the top part of the cutting board here, okay? And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put just a little bit of stain on there, a little bit of stain on there, and then spread that around, okay? Doesn't take a whole lot. This project should maybe take about 15 minutes is all. Okay. Give this a quick dry. Okay. Now that that's dry, I'm going to take my tape now and move this up onto the stain area. Just kind of line it up there with that shiplap, okay? And you'll do the same thing with the milk can if you're doing that with the milk can. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do just a really light coat of kind of a cream or white. And the reason why we do this, crafters, is because it just helps the napkin to pop a little bit, and it doesn't take a whole lot. Doesn't take a whole lot at all. And so when you're up here by the line, just kind of be careful, you know, just, it doesn't even have to go all the way up there. And I'm using chalk paint here just because the chalk paint will dry very quickly. And this, like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect or anything. It's just enough to cover that wood. I guess I need just a little bit more. Will come out of there. Okay, just enough to cover that. Oops. Now we are not painting the back, we're only painting the front, and you'll want to maybe go down the sides. Okay, like I said, this doesn't need to be perfect, as you can see. I just kind of threw it on there. Now, before I move on to the next step, I want you to take a little piece of plastic or something that you have and just kind of clean out the grooves from the shiplap. Okay? Just kind of clean out those grooves. I'm going to take this tape off. And if you notice, I didn't take the paint all the way up there because I didn't want it to bleed through. And so, and as you can see, you know what, it doesn't have to be perfect. We just want it to be covered because what it will do is just kind of help that napkin pop. That'll kind of help that napkin pop. Okay, I'm going to give this a real quick dry. And if you were doing the milk can, you would do the exact same technique to the milk can. You would stain the top part, and then you would paint the base part, the bottom part, okay? So if you were doing that, it would be the exact same thing. All right, so now that this is ready, we're ready to do our napkin part. And the easiest way I know how to do this is just to kind of line it up there at the bottom. Doesn't have to be perfect, and you can decide which way you want your pumpkins to be. Maybe you want them more on that side, maybe you want them on this side. It's just a personal choice. And so the same thing when it comes to the milk can. You align your napkin up with the milk can as well. Okay, you would line that up as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take and fold it right there at the crease of that first shiplap, okay? So that's on the milk can. Let me show, and it would be the same thing as on the snowman as well. Okay, so then you would fold this down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to line this up at the bottom, and it's okay if it hangs over just a little bit because we'll take our sanding block to this and take this off. So I'm just going to kind of line that up, and then I'm going to look for my shiplap line right here at the bottom of right here where the stain part is. And I am going to take and make a really nice crease there. Okay, I'm going to take and make a really nice crease. All right. And then I'm going to take and cut that apart. All right, so I've got that where I want that. Just kind of check it. And it's okay if it comes, you know, if it's not straight, it's really no big deal. No big deal. All right, so now what I'm going to do, the one thing that you have to remember on all of the napkins, on the fall, on the snowman, and on the truck, there are 3 plies to all of these, and you've got to take apart all 3 plies. And so you just kind of work at it with your finger there to kind of get it. So there's 1 ply, okay? And I find it easier to stay away from the embossed part of the napkin. So get in here where that embossing part is not. And so, and then there's my second ply. Okay, so then I have my 3rd one. So I'm ready to go. Just kind of line that back out again. Yep. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Mod Podge here. I'm going to take Mod Podge, and I'm going to cover the entire board. I'm going to cover the entire board, not the stained part, just the white painted part. Now, if some of it gets up there, it's okay. It's okay. And you want to put on a nice covering over that area that the napkin's going to lay down on. Okay. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the top part of the shiplap here. So that is where I am going to lay my napkin. You can kind of even take it and kind of fold this up until you get that down where you want it. Get my glasses on here. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up. Again, you don't have to be perfect. And then just press down. And then what you do is you take this chip brush here and you start pouncing until you kind of get the wrinkles and the bubbles out. And I go around the entire board. I just am working down. Don't worry so much about the wrinkles and the bubbles because I actually think it adds a lot of character to it. I go just a little bit more inside those grooves of where the shiplap was. Get along the edges here. There we go. And then what I do next is I take this plastic piece here and I just kind of press it down into the grooves of that shiplap, just to kind of push the napkin down in there. Okay. Just kind of press that down. Okay. All right, once I get the grooves in there, you want to be careful you don't saw back and forth, that you just kind of press it down in there, because if you saw back and forth, you are going to rip your napkin. Okay, and then we're going to dry this. Okay, I think that's dry. What we're going to do next is we're going to sand off my edges here to make them look nice and crisp. And the easiest way to do this is to take the sanding block and just go straight down. Okay, just go straight down with it. Don't saw, but just go straight down. And you don't want to do this if it's still damp from the Mod Podge, because then your sanding block will get all gooped up, okay? All right, once you get it all off, then you can take and go back and get off the edges there. See, look at that. All nice and crisp. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, if you look close, you can see where my napkin actually kind of just ripped just a little bit. It's okay, because you'll never see that when we get done distressing it. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put another coat of Mod Podge over the top of this, just to kind of seal it. And what I like to do is I like to now go over the entire board, though, so that everything matches. And that way, even if you are hanging it up outside, everything matches. It's now got a nice sealant on it. And you don't want to go real heavy on this. You just want enough to coat this. Okay? Ooh, whoops. Oh, that's not good. See, watch your table around you. You don't have a bunch of stuff around you. All right. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is really, I'm just going to distress. I'm just taking some distress ink here, and this really is kind of a personal choice, but I personally love to do it around the entire project. Now, you got to make sure that your Mod Podge is dry. I do want to share with you, do you see how it's still kind of a little bit milky on here? It's dry, but it just takes a while for it to cure, so that's okay. It will turn clear. It will turn clear, depending on what you're doing, if you're doing the snowman, or if you're doing the fall one like this, or if you're doing the milk can. Now, I personally also like to go in the crevices of the shiplap. Again, it's kind of a personal choice. And then I'm just going to kind of go over the entire project. To finish off, I'm now going to take my jute, and I'm actually going to start it here on the back. I'm going to put down a little bit of hot glue just to kind of hold it here on the back. And then I'm just going to wrap this around until you kind of get the desired look that you want. I think I may have just a little bit too much. I'll kind of push this down. You just want to make sure that you end in the back as well. Well, I guess you could end there in the front and then put the flower over it. Just going to kind of tuck that under there. A bit more hot glue. and then just kind of add it. Now, if you're doing the snowman, then, you know, you're going to finish off with the button and a little bit of raffia. You'll glue down the string. If you are doing the milk can, same type of concept. You'll wrap it around, finish off with a button. And if you are doing the fall one, now I'm going to take and I'm going to add my flower to it. One thing to know, if you're adding the flower to it, you're going to see that it has this stem on the back. It's very easy. You just pull it off. You just pull it off, and I like to pull off the leaf as well. I'm actually going to pull the wire off of the leaf as well, and it just, however, wherever you want to place it. I actually even like to take the back of this and cut down that stem just a little bit more, okay? I'm just going to place that there with a little bit of glue. And then put my flower down. And that is your make and take. Now there are some things that you can go back and do later if you want. Some people like to do it, some people don't. And that is to go and do some pin work on this. But you do want to make sure that this is completely 100% dry. And so when it comes to the pin work, it's kind of personal choice. You just kind of go around and you actually just, you can use gel pins, you can use pit pins. I'm just using a micron pin here, and you can go and just kind of add some lines to the napkins there. You can go back and you know, add some lines to the give thanks here if you want. It's just kind of a personal choice, and you don't need to seal it or anything after. But that is your make and take. So we've got the cutting board with the fall, and then we have the same technique that we did here on the milk can. I didn't do any pin work on this one, and the same thing as on the snowman too, and I didn't do any pin work on this. I just did it on the fall one. I felt like it was, I just thought it was fun to kind of do that pin work. Plus, you can even go back and add a little bit of shimmer to it, some stickles maybe. Fun to do. And so I hope you guys enjoyed that fun little make and take here with Clear Scraps. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that fun make and take. And just to let you guys know, if the make and take went real fast and you fell behind, that's no problem. When you purchase the kit, you'll also get this great little information sheet here. There's a QR code down here at the bottom that you can scan or type in the website there and put in the password, and it will take you right to a video that you can hit pause anytime you want and walk you through how to do those fun make and takes. And those will be available on our website for probably a couple more weeks. And so let us know if we can help you with any of that. Also remember that, you know what, you can use napkin art on just about anything. And so this is just one of our larger shiplap shapes. Remember, you can also, we also did it on the phone stand. You can do it on 3D Christmas trees. Really, the sky's the limit when it comes to napkin art or tissue art. Any of those work really well. We also have a fantastic coupon code for this special event. It's only going to be for a couple of days, and so that is Black Friday 25. You have to put that in the cart, in the coupon code. Also free shipping over $75 on all your orders as well. So don't forget about the tier trays, the shakers, the countdown. We've got lots of holiday ideas for you, so I hope you'll take advantage of this great special that we have going on. And you know what, just blessings to each one of you guys. Happy holidays. I hope you have a fantastic time with friends and family, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much.